Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, just doing a quick video on the details of the upcoming Yokai Watch event. This is returning for the third time now, I want to say. It released, we got it at some point in the middle to late Shadowbringers, and here we are again on the eve of Dawn Trail. Now, we had some expectations of what we were going to be getting from this event, and that made the timing of it a little conspicuous. We were expecting new weapons for Reaper and Sage, which felt kind of bad given that we're about to have two new jobs in Dawn Trail, and thus we would essentially be missing those weapons. Well, in a bit of both good news and bad news, there are no new weapons in the upcoming Yokai Watch event return. There is only that framer kit that we saw in the latest letter from the producer live. Now, we didn't even have to go to the actual Yokai Watch page, which I will in a second, to get that information. As we scroll through here, read on for details, just a few quick, fun blurbs, we see the very first comment asterisked at the bottom. This event is identical to the one previously held with the addition of a framer's kit. I'm just kind of disappointed. I'm hoping that it's because they want to run it in early to mid Dawn Trail with 4 new weapons. Like I said, us actually getting the Picto and Viper weapons on top of Reaper and Sage, but there's no telling if that's really going to be the case. So I'm going to consider that copium at this point. Now, if you've never done the Yokai Watch event before, that's what the read on for more details is going to be. It is not a simple event. Well, it is once you get going, but for them to explain it is not a very simple event. Now, it starts in Ul'dah at the Steps of Nald, right outside the Aetheryte, like a lot of event quests do. You need to be at least level 15 and have completed your respective city-states envoy quest, which gives you access to the other city-states via the airship. Then you're going to have to gather all of these minions. By befriending these yokai, you'll be able to summon them as in-game minions, collect more medals to meet more yokai. So the main thing is you're going to be given a Yokai Watch piece of equipment, and then you do fates. And each different yokai has a different area of fates that is associated with it. There's an entire list in the game. You're just going to have to go through each and every one of them if you really want to see. But these are all minions that you can collect. Some of them absolutely hideous. Some of them kind of cool. I especially think some of the newer ones, especially the final 2, were definitely some of the favorites when they brought this event back last time. I know that Demona definitely has one of my favorite pieces of equipment. Now, that's just for the minions. Those are the base medals. Once you hand those in and you get the yokai itself, it says here, minions are little companions. I can hear Aloha meowing for me in the back. Aloha, look at him, just yelling at me. That's what I deal with when I try to record. So you wonder, oh, when do you record today? Because this one's causing trouble right here. So yeah, you'll get the minions and then equip the Yokai Watch and take part in fates in the area listed below to earn yokai medals. And then it's got Lenosha, Blackshroud, Thanalan, Heavensward, and Stormblood. So once you get the medals, you'll go here, participate in fates, get the medals. If you don't know what a fate is, there's this little bit. And then once you have all the yokai, once you have the original 13 yokai, you get the Whisper mount. But that's only about half of what are mounts. That's only about half of the event. Now, after you befriend all 17 of the yokai, you get the brand new framer kit. This means that if you already have all 17 minions from the last time the event ran, it looks like you'll be able to just go buy this with MGP, which, even if you're doing it for the first time, you're going to have to buy it from Nohi at the Gold Saucer with MGP. What is a portrait? These just keep making me laugh. Then you can obtain legendary yokai medals, which I believe require you to have the minion out. Yes, legendary yokai medals are obtainable by participating in certain fates while accompanied by the yokai minion that corresponds to the desired weapon. With a lot of dedication and luck, it's not that hard anymore. You can gather enough medals to get any yokai weapon you want. There are specific destinations where you should go to gather legendary medals, and the location is different depending on the weapon. Be sure to check out the medallion in-game for all of those details. For example, if you wish to obtain Jibanyan's weapon, the Paw of the Crimson Cat, you need to summon Jibanyan, participate in fates while he's accompanied, and then get at least silver or gold in the correct area. Now, as for the weapons, I'm not a fan of most of them. The original run of 13, I think there's some okay looking ones. They got the warrior axe there. You've got the white mage stuff. Some of these are okay. I'm not a fan of these. Monk has so many good weapons that honestly, if I want a joke weapon, I'm going to get Aloha. Be quiet. I'm going to go with the kettles, for example. The bow actually looks somewhat decent. This is okay if you like the aesthetic of the shield in particular. Fang of the Fearless Cat, certainly not bad for Dark Knight. I'm not a fan of either of the books. The globe, actually, I forgot the globe looked like that. I kind of like that. Spear of the Spark Serpent, I'm not a fan personally. Twin Tails of the Flame Fox, not bad. I mean, I think it goes well with certain outfits, especially like the old school Final Fantasy outfits. Musket of the Metal Cat, I'm indifferent. Staff of the Snow Maiden, one of the better looking ones, in my opinion. Book of the Eerie Mutt, one of the worst ones in the entire game, in my opinion. Gunblade of the Yokai King. Now, Gunblade and Dancer, the event reran in Shadowbringers, and they added these. Excuse me, sorry, I just ate lunch. I quite like this one, but quite frankly, the Dancer weapon, to me, is one of the biggest W's. We'll get that in a second. Rapier of the Serpent Lord. Actually, not a bad. I forgot this looked like this. That's a pretty good looking red mage weapon, if I may say so myself. The katana also, I quite like. You can see the sheath right here. But then you have Glaives of the Dark Princess. These were for a while kind of accepted as the best Dancer glam, especially when Dancer first came out. A lot of us weren't a fan of some of the Savage weapons. I know I didn't personally care for the T weapons all that much. We've gotten some pretty good options since then, but I still occasionally find myself using these. They glow up once they're actually, you know, unsheathed, and then they just kind of look good. I don't know. These are the ones that I think were the best looking ones. But, you know, it's hit or miss with some people. But, you know, you get all the weapons. There is an additional reward, which I'm surprised it doesn't mention. I think you actually only need 13 of the 17 weapons, but there's the Whisper Go mount and the Whisper Go, which is like a glowing version. And for that, you need to collect, I believe, 13 of the 17 weapons. So you're going to be, you're going to be busy. If you plan on doing this event, fortunately, it runs from April 24th all the way until the maintenance of Dawn Trail, you know, the release of 7.0, as it says, but you know, there's a 48-hour maintenance. So plenty of time to do it. My personal advice, if you have Blue Mage leveled, Blue Mage made this a laughing stock, regardless of how many people there. In fact, Blue Mage is better if there's nobody there, because you have all these one-shot skills that Blue Mage can learn that worked on the majority of the fates that you could do for this event, especially in, what is it? Is it Outer Lenosha, where Ugamaru is? Wherever Ugamaru is, where all the kobolds are, there's two fates that literally infinitely respawn in the mines, and you can just go to one, to the other, one to the other. Any of the minions and weapons you can get from that one, Blue Mage just annihilates. So it's good in other places, but if you don't have Blue Mage, don't worry. Doing the fates isn't really going to be that much harder for you. Just do it the old-fashioned way. And they buffed the drop rates last time the event came back. Honestly, the first time the event came around, I did 13 minions and 0 weapons. When the event came back around in Shadowbringers, I did the remaining 4 minions, all 17 weapons, and it took me a few hours. Like, that's how quick it was with the Blue Mage trick. So whether or not you're using the Blue Mage trick, it's definitely not as bad as it was the very initial release. So I figured I would give you all those details. A lot of you weren't around for the Yokai Watch event in either of the runs, so hopefully that helps clear a bunch of things up. Again, you have plenty of time to get it done, so no rush. You can still focus on the 16 event first, which shouldn't take you too long. Get the MGP that you need for that. And on top of that, we're going to be having the Moogle Tome event return in the middle of May. We're going to be having Make It Rain, so plenty of events to keep you busy until Dawn Trail's release. Anyway, I've got a bunch of other videos to record today. Sorry in advance for what it's going to look like on my channel, but thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for some stuff in regards to Dawn Trail. I've got some videos coming out on a few different topics leading up to our Combat Live Letter, which will be May 16th. Anyway, with that, I will see you in the next video. And until then, take care.